Nigerians want to do their job, they will do it well. And then all manner of forms to fill, and they didn't tell me anything. They were just asking me to fill. So later the man came. Everybody say favor. Almost shout favor. And the person said, you're a powerful man. Oh. They are calling us from everywhere. Right? So you will not sleep in the cell. You will sleep in our reception. Okay? You're a good man. You're a good man. Okay. Of course, they've collected on my phone, so it's not, I didn't call anybody. I don't know anybody. And that night, I started praising God, 12 a.m. You better know what you are serving. If you're a Muslim, if you're a Christian, I'm going to do wishy-washy. When real life enter, you know life. And I praise this God. And I said, I don't have anybody but you. I don't have anybody but you. Me and you know. I tell people, if they are deceiving you, don't deceive yourself. Because when push comes to push, it's you and God. Everybody go leave you. Ordinary rumor, I know how many people go dodge. This world is fickle. One of the reasons why I'm this strong is because I know myself and I know what I stand for. Am I making some sense at all? And I've been through so much to do paparazzi relationship. And God has been there all through. Never failed once. The next morning, I just heard that I'm being bailed. I can go home. To then meet to now trace what the problem was. Apparently, the company had done email marketing for Buhari. I didn't even know it was my staff that did it. So some young boys now came, they were also to be released, but they have been in DSS custody for 1 week. I said, "Oga, you don't know us." I didn't know them. We bought email campaign through your company. We sent 3 million APC manifesto. I said, I didn't know. I said, who was your account manager? They mentioned one of my staff. I said, that's the reason they arrested us. So no vex. We had to mention that it was your company. Right? But that we have been here for 1 week. See God. Somebody say God. But that we have been here for 1 week. See God. Somebody say God. So, who do I know that they didn't put me there too for 1 week? Apparently, they've been looking for some guys who were helping the campaign then to go far. And then my name was mentioned as one of the top, smartest guy who know how to win an election, one thing. But unfortunately, I was still the same person handling Jonathan's SMS campaign. Tell your neighbor, be good at your job. Because when you're good at your job, am I making sense at all? Everybody will look for you. And you know what was funny with all this campaign? Somebody that give it to somebody that says the only person who can deliver it is G-Text. Right? And they still bring it to our table. So I didn't even know. Even if Jonathan SMS, it was the day we were to send the SMS, I knew that we were running campaign for the president. When they had given us some of those campaigns. But guess what? And that's why I'm saying, this God, you must know him and serve him. Right? The following week, I just got called. This time around, it was the director of DSS. And said, I need to see you. So I went there. Remember the guy I told that we will still need to be friends? Who remember? Because immediately they released me, I have my own weapon too. And I am a good writer. Oh, I am a good writer. And most of you don't know that we pioneered all this. They are dragging online, blogger. We pioneered it. In those days, it was blogging, right? Before social media came. One article from me, if I wanted to go viral, it goes viral. So I left the DSS and I wrote an article, how Jonathan sent DSS to arrest me. And I narrated the entire story, including the DSS operative that didn't even know who I was and didn't do their research. Because that election, because some of you think I'm always vocal about politics. I've always been like that. So So that election, if you had gone to my Facebook, you will see me constantly praising Jonathan. I'm voting Jonathan in that election. Yet you are arresting me for a campaign. But business is separate from personality. And that's one of the things I've always learned all my life. You won't see one customer that pay a dime to my personal account. Business is separate. Personality is what? It's separate. So I wrote all of that. So when the guy saw me, he said, Egbon, change it to Egbon. Egbon, inside the compa me odao. Egbon, what you write about me no good. I said, but I told you that when time comes, we need to be, and guess what? We eventually became friends. Office. You politicians, you politicians, you politicians. I said, I'm not a politician. He said, they're calling me from Maso Rock. I said, I don't know anybody in Maso Rock. I know God. You guys are too cool for me. So they said, go and rewrite it. We did not arrest you. Didn't you? Right? It was just too late in the night. Prepare for your own safety. If we release you, your safety is compromised. Go and rewrite it that we did not. We serve a living God. We serve a living God. So when you see some of us being audacious, you should know why. We have been through hell. Right? And we have seen this God remain faithful. Does that make some sense? So tell your neighbor, cheer up, cheer up, cheer up. God dey your side. So everything goes sort. Everything will be okay. Okay, so let's get to the class. Are you excited now? So what I need from you is what? Energy. Right? Because if you are going to sell, this year, and I'm committing to helping all of you here to at least do 4 times the sales you did last year. Minimum 4 times. And I'm going to be adding you to a WhatsApp community. And for 12 months, once a month, we'll be chatting together on WhatsApp. Drop your question. I'll give you ideas. I'll give you concepts. And I'll do it for free. Are you excited about it? Okay? As long as it's about sales. Does that make sense? Right? We'll work on that. Because I want you to succeed this year. But you need to be hungry for that what? Success. So, I love you too. I love you too. So, mastering the strategy of sales is for business owners. So, we did this in my house in the US. You can play it if you have it. Let me see. Do you want to lay it or what? You're supposed to be prepared for this now. Isaac, you gave me a promise and the guy is not prepared. You say you are laying it over or something. Should I move on? Okay. So, owner sales dilemma. Why brilliant products don't sell themselves? Number 1, the maker's trap. You are great at your craft, but not at selling. How many of you are in this trap? Raise your hand. Great at your product, but you're not selling. And by the way, allow me, my training is beyond just real estate, right? So it's generally irrespective of what you sell. You are great at your product, but not good at selling. Can I see your hands up? You have that dilemma. Okay? A lot of great people have that problem. Exceptionally good at selling, at production, but terrible at selling. Nigeria has that crisis, ladies and gentlemen, where most Africans are exceptional. Remember, does Uber own any car? Now, who makes more money between the car driver and Uber? Am I making sense at all? Because you that own the car, you still do your car a whole lot. You still have a lot of overhead cost. Now, what is he doing? Just selling, right? Do those of us who sell on Amazon, do we make more money than Amazon? Come on, talk to me. Do we make more money than Amazon? No. So who makes more money? What's Amazon doing? Are we picking it up now? So the producer will always be a slave of the seller. The producer will always make less money than the seller. Now, this is not to say you shouldn't produce, and this is not to say you shouldn't master the art of production, but it's to tell you that you are even better off mastering sales and not production, and delegate production, than you mastering production and what? And delegating sales. I will shock you with this one. What is Apple? What's Apple selling? Talk to me. What's Apple selling? iPhone. Yes? Answer now. So Apple is selling iPhone. Good. Who makes iPhone? Who manufacture iPhone? Apple. Okay, so we have two camps. If you think Apple is the one manufacturing your iPhone, say I. If you think China is the one, a Chinese factory is the one owned by Chinese, is the one manufacturing iPhone, say nay. The nays have it. The answer is true. Okay? Yes, Apple owns the patent, owns the design, owns all of that. But Apple has outsourced production to China so that Apple can focus on what? Guess. Sales, distribution, marketing. So their effort can be focused on that. But in Nigeria, we're all obsessed about what? Production. You say, we are the best people that can manufacture this chemical. My warehouse, 20 container on the IC. Well, but there are some people who are teaching you better today now. Who is Team VDM? Raise your hand. Team VDM, Team B-Lord. You are not in it. Which one now? B1 now. Team VDM, raise your hand. At least versus the two of them in their fight. Team VDM, let's see your hands. Rattles, oh yeah? Let's see your hands. They deny you now. Okay, Team B-Lord, let's see your hands. B-Lord. Okay? Okay. Are we together now? Yes, sir. But what has God mastered? Selling. There's almost nothing that he sells that he manufactures. But he has learned how to create the buzz and leverage. Even the one they say dragging, he has learned how to even leverage on that same dragging to sell. Are we learning at all? So if you're going to go far as an entrepreneur, you must master the art of sales and come out of this dilemma. What's the second dilemma? Too busy. Working in the business leaves no time to work on the business. You see him playing golf, you see him travel here. Because I don't work in the business, I work on the business. Right? I don't run day to day. Right? So if you see anybody carry my name up and down, it's just blackmail. Right? It's just blackmail. They paid to a company, they spoke to a staff, but no, they are guy they famous. When we drag them, go. But unfortunately, they are dealing with the wrong person. Because we pioneered this dragging. Oh, you don't get it. Me, where I dragged DSS, presidents. Abi, you know, hear the story I tell you earlier. Okay. There's a version of me some of you don't know. All right? And it's the fault of real estate. Because once you start doing real estate, everybody see a big man, say, no. If you drag him. The day I drag person who drag me, you go pity him. I'm telling you, and I don't care who they are. With what I know, I tried it with somebody recently. Unfortunately, it was the wrong person. Emeka Nobis. Who saw that? Who saw it? But it was the wrong person. But I wanted to just give a taste of what I can do. Just a taste. Because people think there's monopoly of madness. Nobody get monopoly of normal. Tell your neighbor, say neighbor. All of us, we are believing God to be normal. Tap your neighbor. Are you scared? I believe in God to be normal. Nobody has monopoly of madness. Nobody. And I'm one of those that people always underrate when it comes to my madness. Say, Christian. We a depo boy, you know go rake. They play. They play, particularly 2026. I've tagged this year war. Every year has a title for me. This year I've tagged it war. And you watch out next week. I just want to finish my birthday first. I want war, no peace. I want war. Yeah, you want to clap. Okay? Because sometimes we live in a country where there is this, perception that now only me get madness. You don't get to. You don't get. So, what is the problem of most of us? We are too what? Busy. Right? Instead of working on our job. Let me say this. If you're a CEO here, you have no business sitting down in the office. Your business is go to the golf course. That's where the business is. The people who get your money are where they're. Who is hearing what I'm saying now? That's where they are. Go on a trip, enter business class, network with everybody in the business class. Does that make sense? Go on vacation and tell the whole world, I am on vacation and my business put me there. We call it lifestyle marketing. Some of you will be lucky. And by the way, it doesn't matter whether you are working in a company, you are an intrapreneur. Everybody say, I'm an intrapreneur. You are still an entrepreneur, nonetheless. As long as you're a salesperson, you're a CEO of You Incorporated. And see yourself as a business owner. So some of you are all expense paid trip, like, through whatever program. Then you just be taking picture. Hey, Steez. And you turn yourself to motivational speaker. 2 principles to living your dream life. They play. Instead of you to say, Doha promo. Promo, say, I did Doha. Oh, am I making some sense here? Right? It's called lifestyle marketing. And a lot of people will do business with just say, if not this same business carry you go Doha, then there is what? There's hope. Right? And some people will encourage you more. All the customers that also patronize you, that got you that gift, what do? Message them and say, thank you. If you didn't patronize me, I won't qualify for what? For this trip. What do you think they want to do? They want to buy more. Say, you see, grateful person. These are the principles. So all this is trying to disturb the whole world as if now only you walk, few walk past. No, the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong. Time and chance happen to them all. Are we learning here? You must master the art of working on your business and not in your business. Are we learning here? Number 3, price war. Okay? So, and how many of you are real estate brokers here? Because you do this the most. Real estate brokers, raise your hand. Right? Our chief priest, no raising hand. You don't be real estate broker again. You don't deny your profession. Right? These people are part of the problem. Competing on price alone is a race to the bottom. Can you remove that chair for the meantime, just so that we can see? Because the slide seems to be to the bottom, and some people can't see. Yeah. Are we learning here today? Is this class helpful? Come on, is it helpful? Remember, what do I need from you? What do I need from you? What do I need from you? Come on, make a loud shout! Beautiful. So, cheapest is a tough game to win. I tell people I'm the Rolls Royce of real estate. The Rolls Royce of land banking. I am not playing the cheap game. I'm not playing the cheapest game. It's the race to the bottom. And it is also the race to disappointing your clients and lacking integrity. In 10 years of doing real estate development, there's not one customer that paid us for land that we don't have land for them. Not one. And have we had problem where they took our land? Yes. But we always get them back another. Right? No, you can clap if you want to clap. Not one case. If you see anybody complain, tell them, go complete your money, go complete. You they owe G-test, you they owe them. That's why they know allocate. You they owe. Not one. Even the coastal road, we lost 5 acres in one, another one 14 acres, totally gone. Right? We made sure, we took all that burden and made sure every customer has land. Every. Not one lost one land on coastal road. Not one. Okay? So, it's important to, but why could we do that? Who can guess? Why could we do that? We're not selling at ridiculous prices that made it so difficult to be able to at least, now we're still at a loss nonetheless, but at least it was a lot easier to manage the losses. Am I making sense at all? So you see companies selling at ridiculous prices, and at the end of the day, we're in a country where anything which can shake and will shake your business. Anything can and will. So at the end of the day, they are not able to deliver. Now, you as a broker, you are the one your customer is using police to arrest. And what happened? You refuse to sell property based on which company can deliver, even when there are crises. Your focus was the cheap ones. And you know why you did that? Because you're a poor salesperson. I always say this. Anytime your secret weapon to selling is on price, then you're a poor salesperson. It's the cheapest strategy. There are a lot of more sophisticated strategy to selling than price. I'll ask you a simple question. Is iPhone cheap? Why is everybody bragging to be using iPhone? Oh yeah. As we speak right now, over 1 billion iPhone is turned on all over the world. Yet it's not a cheap phone. In fact, in those days, who remember Nokia 3310 days? When iPhone came out, it was for the richest of the richest of the richest. Today, even if now UK use, everybody won't use iPhone. Even if now UK use. But they didn't use the strategy of being the cheapest. Are we learning here? They used the strategy of understanding branding, marketing, ability to say we're even different. Don't even class us. Can I shock you? Guess who makes your camera? Media guys, let me bust their bubble. Guess who makes, SOP? Say only iPhone. I don't want to record iPhone. No Samsung. SOP, where is it? Guess who makes the camera of iPhone? Samsung. And I always ask this question. Do you think Samsung will make an inferior camera for themselves and make the iPhone one better? But what has iPhone done? iPhone has won the war of marketing. Who knows what I'm talking about? So mentally, you believe iPhone is better, iPhone camera is better than Samsung. It's a mental game. And Coca-Cola did the same. There's a book I'm recommending to all of you. It's called Biology. B-U-Y-O-L. Right? B-U-Y-L-O-G-Y. Biology is a book. So number one assignment, go and read the book Biology. Right? Biology. Right? B-U-Y-O-L-O-G-Y. Now, in this book, they did an experiment, and it was Pepsi. Pepsi believed that they taste better than Coke. How many of you believe Pepsi tastes better than Coke? Let me see your hands up. Now, how many of you believe Coke tastes better than Pepsi? So, you see now, even here, the result is there. But Pepsi wanted to do a scientific test to prove to the world that they taste better. They put Coke in a white cup and label it any A or B. Put Pepsi in a white cup and label it A or B. Right? And then ask people to queue and taste both and say, is it A that tastes better or B? And this was, I think, in the 70s. When they were done with this experiment, guess who everybody says tastes better? Label A, which happened to be Pepsi. So Pepsi announced to the world, I said, after our experiment, people said Pepsi tastes better than Coke. So we are going to take over the beverage industry as the best. Only to realize that they didn't take over. So in the 2000s, these guys now did a scientific study. They put some equipment on the head of some people to test what really happened. Right? And they were checking their brain activity. So they did the same test. 2 white cups. Test which one is better. They also still said it was Pepsi. They now brought the label one. Pepsi and Coke in label. Which one tastes better? All of them say Coke. But luckily, they had the, stuff, monitor that shows their brain activity. It shows that once their eyes saw the Coca-Cola logo, their emotional brain override their rational brain and made them to pick what? Coke as better than Pepsi. What is the ultimate lesson here? Branding beats price any day, anytime. The reason you are fighting to only sell cheap real estate is because you have not branded yourself. Because if you really brand yourself properly, in fact, people will do business. And Dubai showed me that. When I moved to Dubai, right, I had a dilemma. When we were in Nigeria, who knows what I'm talking about? We were selling highest land, 5 million, right? Now, the cheapest of the property I was to sell in Dubai is $250,000. Cheapest. At some point, I had a $46 million villa to sell on what we call the Wall Island. It was, in fact, the bed was made by Bentley, the makers of Bentley cars. Right? The bathtub below was $500,000. Bathtub, where you go bath, child. Right? Was made of crystal. Right? And I need to sell. The same guy who used to sell 5 million, 10 million, now has to sell 46 million. Is somebody learning here? But guess what? I realized that I could sell it. My first strategy, I will live in Burj Khalifa. I'll get to Don't brand yourself well. You don't brand yourself. It's all price. It's all price. If you brand yourself well, people will pay. Right? So all this one, we're not selling. They say we're too expensive. You didn't brand yourself well. You didn't. Because there's a way they will look at you. They will be scared to negotiate. Who knows what I'm talking about? They will be scared. Right? I say to people don't negotiate with me. Do you know that when you are trying to sell a property to somebody and they're asking you too much questions, do you know what it means? It means I do not trust you. I hope you don't know. Or you know. It means what? I do not. My client always pay before they remember C of O. So I even forget to ask, the land where I pay for, does it even have C of O? Okay? So all this plenty grammar, plenty question they're asking you, ladies and gentlemen, is because what? You haven't branded yourself well. Are we learning here? Yes, play the video. So I'm sure I will win this one. Let's see who will win. Is the audio there?
In the house. Who is the phone parent?
Start all over again.
Who is the yes parent? Who laughs the loudest? Who is always on their phone? Who gives you more money? Who is the best cook in the house?
How?
Now continue. Who is the most fun?
The best cook.
Who is the most fun to be with? Who will take you to a 5-star hotel?
Who is most likely to? Parent edition.
Who shouts the most in the house? Who is the fun parent? Who is the yes parent? Who laughs the loudest? Who is always on their phone? Who gives you more money? Who is the best cook in the house?
How?
Now continue. Who is the most fun?
The best cook.
Who is the most fun to be with? Who will take you to a 5-star hotel? Who is the most likely to forget birthdays? Who is always snooping around your room when you're sleeping?
Who is most likely to? Parent edition.
Let me celebrate my beautiful wife, Mrs. Akintayo. She's here. Been there for over 13 years. I think this year makes 14 or so. Yeah, clap for her. I won't be here without my family. I have 3 wonderful children. The oldest I was speaking earlier, and I think they've played a major role in my success. I want to beg you, in everything, don't lose human for money. Don't lose relationship for money. Prioritize good relationship. Are we together now? Prioritize what? Prioritize what? Some of us who just run after money, right? There are people I call good people. Say good people. Good people. You need them in your life. Because after you run, and then you get the money, and everybody around you just after what they want to get, you now see how powerful good people can be. You need good people. Like I said to somebody, I said, I did not know how rich I am until I started meeting some of the wealthiest people in the world. And I saw how rich I was. Because I have been blessed with good people. And occasionally some bad people. Some bad people. But the good people are more than the bad ones. And they've helped. And you need it. You need good people. Tell your neighbor, you need good people. So I will give you a second assignment. The first assignment, go read a book, biology, right? Second assignment, before you leave here today, locate at least 5 good people. That is not transactional. They're just good human beings. They're just good people to be around. They're just good people to live with. It's not about money. It's not about transaction. Some of the people, by the way, today we are going to be having a great, amazing time. It's 4 p.m. How many of you came with your dancing shoes or you are going home to come back? Okay? 4 solid hours, 4 p.m. to 8, and we're going to dance and have a great time. To thank God for me for these 40 years of his faithfulness. But the major event, even though it's strictly by invitation, is on Saturday. It's either you're already our client, you don't buy property for Jasper, or you don't deposit for our apartments. It's for real, or you have already gotten your invitation for that. But some of the people that have helped me at this point, from Dr. Cosmos, Bishop Oyedepo, President Obasanjo, and so on and so forth, it's not a transactional relationship, right? But they've turned out to be good people in my life. Good people. I give good counsel. Does that make sense at all? So please, don't because of money lose good people. Are we together now? Don't because of money misbehave to the good people God has positioned your way. That, I would rather let the money go to keep the good people in my life. Right? I would rather let the money go to keep the good people in my life. So you need good people. So we have some beautiful offer for you today. There are 3 of them. Can we go to the first one? Let me just mention before I continue my training. What's the first one? Kike, I would have loved the first one. And not just, you arrange them based on the order of hierarchy. Okay, let's go on with the slide. And then we'll come back. When you have it arranged properly, let me know. So when I'm done with this, we go back to it, but properly arranged. Is that okay? So, strategic sales framework. Are we ready? 4 pillars of predictable revenue. Number 1, clarity. Who you serve and what you truly offer. I've seen some offers that are just complicated. So some of us are saying, people are not buying from me. People are not buying our product. But your product is complex. One sentence, there's crisis. Can I say that again? Anytime you cannot what? Explain what you sell in what? One sentence, there's crisis. You must be able to explain in one simple sentence what you sell. Clarity, simple. This is what we sell. This is how we sell it. I was at your training on Saturday, and that was the same thing I was saying in that training. That some people don't even have a clear offering. Just simple. It's just so complicated. We are this. Some of them who attended that event, who sent me, I had to help many of them clarify. I said, so in one sentence, what do you do? Right? And let me advise you, if you ever had opportunity to talk to me one-on-one and you want something, or to message me one-on-one and you want something, keep it short. Some people will send me 2 pages. Do you know how many things I deal with? Right? Do you know how many things I deal with? And many of us, and I see this, I say Nigerians love to take your humility for granted. Who noticed that with Nigerians? They love to take your humility for granted. Right? The fact that you choose to be accessible, right? They just take it for granted. I just mess it up. So if you're going to talk to somebody, customer, mentor, partner, can we make it simple? No long story. Remove the emotions. Sometimes I'll be reading, I will now be looking for the real meat. Somebody still messaged me yesterday wanting something. But just please do it for me, for the sake of your birthday. Then I was now looking for, what exactly do you want me to do? I couldn't find it. I had to then reply, say, in one sentence, one sentence, what exactly do you want me to do? In one sentence, just clear. Right? In one sentence. So make your product offering clear. Does that make sense? Clear, simple, easy to understand. One of the secrets of our business in Nigeria, in 10 years, we did not do mass housing. Yet, our name was all over. My friends who do mass housing hated me till Jesus come. Isn't everybody shouting, Stephen, 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 Stephen? How many mass housing has he built? Okay? But what was the wisdom? The wisdom was the economy was not stable. If you carry your head chook inside mass housing, when dollar can be 190 today, rush to 400. 400 today, rush to what? 15. Omo, waiting your eyes see. May you manage. Internationally, and then we expanded our land. We're in about 10 states in Nigeria and more than 30 land locations. We have over, you'll be glad to know, cumulatively over 25,000 hectares of land across Nigeria. Yeah. You know, with peace of mind on top. Yeah, one or two customers here and there, but if I have 5,000 customers, and then 20 are angry, I don't try now. I no try. Come on, talk to me. I no try. I always have this joke. I say, for one customer that complains, I'll give you 100 that is happy. Including the one sending cow, including the one using their money to fly there, including the one sending money. I will give you 100 that is happy. Right? 100 that is happy. And it's normal in business. There are people who disagree over this or that. That's normal to business. That's just normal. And it's wisdom. And that's why this year, I am going after anybody that whatever made them to be mixing me and our company together. We're two different people. If you have problem with any, I've set up over 20 companies. If you have problem, talk to them. Sue the company. You have your rights. Right? But putting my picture or putting picture of my loved ones for a transaction, a company by law is different from the founder. Two different people. Two different people. And say, oh, he's a fraudster. He's a scammer. How? Did I take your money? Did you pay to my account? No. You willingly did a business. At best, it's called breach of contract. Then take them to court. If you think you called the office, they didn't give you what you want. But if you then start dragging, anyway, like I say, first week, watch out my page. You see the first victim that landed in Kirikiri. And like I said, I'm not one of those Nigerians that play game. Guy, if I come for you, I will publicly beat my chest. Now me come for you. And because you got me to that level. You got me to that level. Right? Business is business. Are we together now? Personalities are what? Are different. And Nigerians seems to intentionally just blackmail. You know the truth. You know the law. But you just want to intentionally. I was told of a story of a lady. She bought hair from a lady. And then even go to the market with hair and ring bell. And was shouting this lady's name in public market. Dragging her. The lady kept quiet. Right? Refunded her because the matter na refund. How much is the hair? And how of you notice that it's those clients that do the lowest that are always making loudest noise? Who notice what I'm talking about? I am yet to have one client of mine that did 1 billion naira with me, or that did, $1 million with me. I have clients that have done $5 million. I've had ones that are grateful. The little you do, they're happy. It's the one that won't let the whole world. They want the world to know that they can afford 1 million naira or 5 million naira. And that guy you now call rich man, I do business with him. That's the whole thing. So this lady went out. The girl kept quiet, refunded her. She thought everything was okay. I think it was even close to Christmas. Police came to arrest her, court order. Defamation, and she listed all that she lost as a result of what the lady did. Thank God she managed to get 1 or 2 human rights lawyers. They should beg the lady. She agreed. She did apology. She did letter. And she thought the case was over. It was just starting. So phase 1, done. Then they now institute another case on the damages inflicted, suing to the tune of 1 billion naira. That the sales where I for make during that period where you drag me, right? That 1 billion. So come pay am. The girl is now on social media begging people for money for lawyer. Lawyer said you don't get money to hire. Please, let's just do the right thing. Everybody has rights. Do you have an idea of how much money I've lost in business? Millions upon millions of dollars. If you know how many institutions I've taken to court, there's none that you see on my social media page. And I have millions of followers. You think I can't blackmail them? Right? But I understand that go to court, fight for my rights. There are people that have sued the company and they won and they made their money back. They are vice versa. So do the right thing. Once you are in business, there will be civil disagreement. I don't think you did it right. It's normal. But do it the right way. Are we learning at all? So that you don't find yourself in a situation where you will not be playing victim. Guess what? The same people who were praising this girl when she was dragging were the same people who refused to donate. What does that tell you about your social media fans you are relying on? Answer me now. What does that tell you? That they're just there for cruise. When it happened, at the end of the day, the same people will say, hey, you don't know. And when you even narrate, I think saying, are you right? Oh? Meanwhile, they knew all along. They just want to enjoy themselves. Are we learning here? Come on, are we learning? And you too, that you're a businessman, separate yourself from your business. Let there be a customer care. Let there be admin. Let there be not making sense at all. And those of you that have been employed to run the institution, you too run it. Don't run away from your customer. Don't run away from your customer. You work in a company, you earn salary. Customer is calling to complain. Suddenly, you don't pick their call. Suddenly, you are dodging their call. So that the founder is the one they will go and be dragging. Because nobody knows you. But you see, the seed you sow, you soon reap. One day, you will run a business too. And you will reap the seed that you have what? That you have sown. Because you are the one destroying the business. A customer has the right to excellent service. If I pay my money for a company, at least the least I deserve is that somebody picks my call and give me an explanation. Whether I like the explanation or not. So as we are after sales, let's also be after excellent delivery of services to the customer. Does this make sense at all? I always say this to people. Even if I can't meet up with what I promised customer, as long as I'm the one dealing with that customer, I will gladly call the customer and say, I'm sorry. Even if I have to call 10 times. And I've done it before in the course of running my business. Right? I am sorry. I remember 2012. I ran into crisis with our business, debts without borrowing money. Right? And then I had to start doing refund. The customer will call me. I had promised to pay maybe 10,000 naira. It's ridiculous. Those days it was 200K I was owing. Ridiculous. The customer will call. Maybe I needed to pay 10,000. I couldn't afford the 10,000. I'll pick the call. Where's my money? I'm sorry, I've not made enough sales to what? To pay this month. All manner of insults. I'm on that call. Today now, the story has changed. So, and guess what? Those seasons built character in me. Tell your neighbor, character. It built character in me. The challenges you go through doesn't take you, it builds character. It makes you a real human being because you build capacity, you build strength, you build confidence because you've been through it all. You've been through it all. If you ever rise to the top without having some experience when you are smaller, you will crash. You will crash. So you must understand that some of these challenges you are facing in business are good for you. They're good for you. Just build the capacity for them. So, number one, find your focus. Stop selling to everyone. Define your ideal customer. For 10 years, my ideal customer is somebody who wants to buy a land in good locations that will appreciate in value. Now, does it mean that we were not selling house? We were, but maybe 4 units here, 2 units there in Nigeria now, right? Just little. We're not doing bulk when it comes to housing because we knew that if we go and collect and you have to be off plan, you pay us money. Even the little we did, we knew the headache we faced, right? So we focused on that. Who are your customers? Everybody can be your customer, sir. You say you are selling something and everybody is your customer. No. Everybody's not your customer. I was doing a one-on-one coaching with this lady. She was selling a very unique palm oil that is not saturated version. Then she was selling 1 liter. I said to her, 1 liter, you are in trouble already. Do your proper cost analysis and I can assure you that you are making a loss. And this business is just few months from crashing. If you are really serious about growing this business, I told her, I said, who is after saturated fat or not? It's the rich people. Do you think a poor man or woman cares whether palm oil is saturated or not? So your ideal customer are wealthy people. So be selling 25 kg, 10 kg, 25 kg, and go for the premium. Over time, as you now have enough capital, big factories, right? You can now go to fast-moving consumer goods. But you see how she is starting with the bottom. Many of you who are running business today and are having crisis is because you are not properly mentored. Your priority is on production, and you have not done one single mentorship with nobody. And then 2 years later, you are crying and playing victim. They are chasing me with police. They are chasing me with this. People invested with us. We couldn't pay back. But some of us created those problems because you needed to get clarity. I know you are obsessed about your idea. You know the market needs it. But meet those who are ahead of you to give you some guide. Are we learning at all? Are we learning? One of the smartest things I did, I realized I started rising higher. Started rising higher in life and business. Okay? And some of the people I'd relied on to mentor me years ago were not even as wealthy as I was anymore. So I knew I needed to look for people who have run business higher than my level. That's when I started building relations with people like Dr. Cosmos. Today, each time I sit down with Dr. Cosmos and tell him my business problem, do you know how he replies me? He does not answer me. He will tell me his own problem. And I will shut up. I hope you know what that is. Young man, you don't get problem. Right? You don't get waiting. You have not even seen what they call problem. I've not seen it. One of my mentors one day sat me down and said, what are you talking about? At some point, we had 100 court cases. 100 court cases. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? This is not a problem. Let's move on, Jerry. If you have problem, talk to me. That's why you hear some people say, if you don't have 10 billion naira problem, don't call me. The day you have 10 billion naira problem, let's talk. Have you ever? Oh, some of you have. Okay? Are we learning here? Business is a whole different ball game. Oh. Forget all this one. Forget it. Business in Nigeria is war. And you better have the masters and the generals guiding you. Have it. Else, I've seen people complain to me about problems. I say, what is the problem? And they are calling it problem. I say, okay, all these loans, all these debts you have, how much? They say, sir. And as if when they shout the amount, it makes it bigger. Mm-hmm. They say, 100 million naira. I say, indeed, you have problem. You don't have problem. You really don't. Do you know what the problem you have? Who can tell me? What problem do you have? You lack clarity. And it only comes from those who are ahead of you. Who have also been through that journey. Does that make sense at all? So they will tell you, this is the step when you get here. Does that make some sense? This This is the step when you get here. So last year, for example, there was unusual attack on my brand. I've never seen it before. It was unusual. Do you know people literally will call my customer and say, what are you doing with him? Go and collect your money back. Go and collect your money back. That guy, go and collect your money from him. It was that bad. Okay? Go and, some will even say, drag him. When you drag, I will join you. It was just vicious. And you know, overweighting. Say I charge $18,000 for coaching. That was the genesis of this walao. Okay? And is it compulsory for you to pay $18,000? If you don't get them, life is in phases, men are in sizes, leave your size per time. But I remember having to go again. You see why I keep mentioning mentor. If you, please, get a sales mentor this year. Because we are in Sales Masterclass. Those of you who own businesses, get a business mentor. Because what you call problem is an opportunity in disguise. What you call problem is a what? Come on, everybody shout it. What you call problem is what? 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 So I went to meet Bishop Oyedepo and I explained to him, you know, I was very detailed. And then he laughed. He said, in this Lagos, we were 3,000 members in Living Faith Church some years ago. And a pastor in this country, every Sunday, started, you see, nothing is new. Dragging used to be on radio and TV and magazines. Then he moved to what? Blogging. Then he's now social. He said, this guy, he will tear my book on national television. He will come and say, anointing oil. You see? Rubbish. Right? He will come, communion, which is nonsense. And he will continue and continue. He said he did it for over 5 years. He said we moved from 3,000 members to 50,000. He said, my son, opposition is a proof of your strong position. And he said to me, my son, and this really changed my mindset, because I went to him so that he can release anointing for all my enemies to die. And he said, I want you to enjoy it. I said, don't even enjoy it. Enjoy it. He said, enjoy it, because this is how great people rise in this part of the world. So this year, oh yeah. Watch out. Watch. Tell your neighbor, watch out now. And they talk my own, you know if you talk your own too. So you don't get any amazing thing you want to do this year. Say, watch out for me this year. Tell your neighbor, watch out for me this year. This year. Yes. So, this year, watch out. In the next 5 years, watch this space. Because my method has changed. Oh, he has changed. He has changed. I will flog you right, left, center with result. With result. The more you talk, the louder my result. Then you talk, then the louder the result. Then you talk, the louder the result. Because I call it free marketing. Do you know what it means for somebody to give you that attention? And a young man just showed that. Be Lord. Do you know the sales? Am I making sense to talk? Do you know the sales? And how many of you also know that Bill Lord learnt it? The first attack wasn't this, like this. It was about one estate he was selling. Somebody was complaining. That was the first attack he had with VDM. Okay? But he learned that this energy is good for business. And we must milk it. So you must learn. And I'm teaching you intentionally. Because marketing has changed. Marketing has changed. Somebody drag you online, and then you are playing victim, and then you are angry. You almost ride on the energy. Are we learning at all? Ride on the what? And push your sales. Get your testimonies out. Customers that are happy with you, push them out there. Are we learning at all? Push them out there. The sales we made last year was the highest in our history. Particularly internationally. I thought you would clap. Highest in our history. Right? While I was trending for 18K, all over the world, people were paying the 18K. Yes, while I was trending. I learned something powerful. Myself and Dr. Cosmos learned it last year. Attention is the new currency. Attention is the what? Attention is the what? But please make sure the product offering is clear. You focus. Don't be distracted. Oh, they are dragging me. No. You know where you are going. You know what you are doing. And you know your offering. Push it out there. So, push out your product. Anytime you get some form of attention. Be out there. Because you no longer can say you are running business and you are not out there. We are part of those who pioneered running business and using our face to push the business. Right? Today, now, almost all business people are now doing videos themselves as well and showing themselves. Including my friends that used to be like, everybody now, we are here. Okay? Because it's just the wise thing to do. You founded this company. It's your company. If you are not proud of it, who will be proud of it? Who else? I'm proud of the 18 years of GTS Holdings. It's an amazing result. And it's not just money. Right? It's not just assets of land or anything. It's in people we have raised. We have raised people. Some who are now running their own business. Some who are still in our system. Some who are, we've raised people. A lot of people's life has been transformed because our business exists. So I am proud. And we are in an era where you need to be proud first. If you are not proud of yourself, if you are not proud of your business, they will convince you that the devil is even less evil than you. So you have to look at yourself and be proud of what you've come. You are not perfect and you are not denying the areas that needs improvement. Does that make sense at all? You're not denying that. I always call our management. How do you guys improve on your process to avoid some of, these issues? So you must look inwards and correct some things. But that does not change that you have built something in a very difficult terrain. True or false? You have done the impossible with the available. True or false? The people dragging you, if it's easy, let them go and start their own company and let's see. Let them go and start their own company and let's see. So clap for yourself for how far you've come with your business. Come on. Can you celebrate yourself? How far you've come. So craft a unique value what? Proposition. A what? So we're the first to say we're selling luxury site and service plots. Right? We're the first to, democratize the word land banking. It's not a new word, but we're the first to make it popular. To say, yes, we're doing land banking. Look for words to really help people understand. Because we said to them, you are banking the land. You're buying the land and you are banking it for some years. When the value is up, you sell it, you make your money. So if you cannot create these unique words, unique way to brand what you're selling, communicate what you're selling, ladies and gentlemen, you're not going places with your business. So look for unique words. When I started, let me give you one of the unique words. I have unique word for the company. I have unique word for myself. We call it, USP. Right? And every great organization have it. Let me tell you my first unique word. Nigeria's leading most sought after digital marketing consultant. That was my first word. Then he moved to Africa's most sought after digital marketing consultant. Then he moved to, you see progress now. He moved to who knows the current one that also has expired. Who knows the current one? Africa most sought after investment coach. Even before then, I think I did maybe real estate, then I twisted to investment coach because I realized it was beyond just real estate. It was investment. I'm helping people build wealth. Okay? Now, the word Africa has expired because you can't have business in Dubai, in Doha, and in US and still be calling yourself Africa. But do you see how I grew? When I first called myself Nigeria, I have not crossed Lagos. Most people don't even know me for Lagos. Can you define yourself based on where you are going and not where you are? Define yourself based on where you are going and not where you are. When I first gave myself Nigeria's most sought after digital market Oga for Lagos, even for Ogba, many people don't know me. My office was in Ogba then. But I used the word. Have we not passed Nigeria now? Have we not passed Africa today? So, can you brand yourself based on where you're going? And keep evolving. So, this helps us to see you differently. When we're trying to remember something, say, that guy, is that boat Nigeria? Come on, let me celebrate one of my amazing mentees. We're Maldives, what year? 2021, please, he followed me to our Maldives retreat in 2021. Please clap for him. He runs a company called Boat Nigeria. They give you luxury boats, SUVs, and all of that. Their company supplied boats for my family, boat cruise that we did on Sunday. So great guys. Please patronize him. Great guy. Okay? So, but that's an example of what I'm talking about. See the name, Boat Nigeria. Can you guess what they are doing? You know now, from the name. Some of you will say, what's your name? Orimo Gunje Enterprise PLC. Not even mention real estate. Nothing mention oil and gas. Nothing mention what you do. Nothing mention facility management. Let even your company name be easily traced to who you are and what you do. Let your payoff line give an idea of what you are and who you do. What is Coke payoff line? Coca-Cola, what's their payoff line? Come on, speak loud now, guys. Open happiness now. Is either open happiness or sharing happiness. They've been rotating it around that. Okay? What are they telling you with that slogan? That when you take Coke, you're going to be happy. And who doesn't know that when you take plenty sugar, your energy level rises? Do you see the correlation right now? So can you come up with a line for your business that